Hey Clashers, it is Jay, and welcome to episode 1 of the Immoral Thieves War Recap. So you can see here that we obviously won this last war. The clan we were fighting, they just kind of gave up about halfway through. They obviously, you can see they didn't even use all of their attacks. Out of 60 total, they only used 32. So what I want to do today is I want to discuss a base called the Turtle. So some of you might have seen this in war, or maybe you've seen it on the Supercell forums. So we're going to start with, this was base 25 out of 30 that we were going up against, and our best attack on this was by Cyrus. So what he's going to do is just a standard go wee-wee. You see he's got 3 golems, 5 witches, a handful of wizards, and I can't remember what he has in his clan castle. We'll see that in a minute. But he's going to drop a golem in on this cannon first to draw fire, and he's kind of going to start his attack along this southeastern edge of the base. So typically, how you see a 3 golem go wee-wee attack is you do 3 from a single side, spread out a little bit, and then once they start drawing fire from the point defenses, then you sprinkle your wizards in behind and your witches. So this one's going to be a little bit different as far as how he's going to drop the troops. You see he's got his first golem down, and then he drops a couple of witches to get the skeletons going, and he's going to clear the right side of the map over here. Once he does that, he drops his 2 golems. Now, what I want to point out here is this second golem. You see, as soon as he dropped it, right, I'm sure was wanting to target this compartment, but because the walls are still up, it's going to go for the next free defense, which is right over here. It's kind of hard to, I guess, it's kind of hard, not to defend against that, but it's hard to keep that from happening, because obviously you would need to put the golem down before the wall breakers. So even after the wall breakers would blow that compartment open, it's already targeting this archer tower over here. So it won't go back until that archer tower is down. So kind of stinks, but that's just, a lot of times that's the way it goes. So let's keep going here. Okay, so golems are down, wizards are clearing. He is going to send his barbarian king in. You see there now those wall breakers just got into that outer compartment. Unfortunately, his golems are still, he's got these 2 that are kind of clumped up down here, which is unfortunate. All right, he's got the rage and the heal in the center. You see where his troops are engaging the defending archer queen and the clan castle troops. Now, I do want to point something out. These guys had, this is kind of their standard clan castle composition, if you will. They had a handful of wizards, right? See a wizard here. They had the balloon and witch, and then some archers sprinkled in. If you use balloons to lure your troops, then to lure the clan castle out, you're not going to lure the enemy balloons. All right. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. So you always have to have a couple of ground troops. So if you're seeing that the enemy looks like they have a balloon or 2 in all of their clan castles, you want to make sure either use giants or hogs to get that lure out. So anyway, back to the attack. So he's got both of his heroes down. The defending archer queen is down, and his troops are just kind of working their way into the core now. He's going to put a jump spell down. There goes the jump, which will get his troops going into the core. So unfortunately, you see the golems down here are just banging away at these walls, not really doing a whole lot, not even tanking anymore because the defenses are gone there. But his heroes and the bulk of his soft tissue troops are into the core, and they are doing quite a bit of damage. There's not a whole lot of DPS producing defenses left, obviously, because this layout has most of those in the core. So he is just pretty much working his way through the rest of the base now. And you see now, in this case, you could probably use some balloons as cleanup on those top defenses right there, because, I mean, what would that take? 2, 4, probably 6 or 8 balloons for the east and west compartments. But obviously, it doesn't have to be done. That's just one other way you could do it. And he's got plenty of troops left. The golem is still tanking, and it's gonna get right in there. And he literally used up I think he used the full 3 minutes of the attack. So very good attack by Cyrus on the turtle. All right, the second turtle was a little bit higher up. So this guy was number 12 on the enemy clan. You can see he's got higher level defenses. The layout is pretty much exactly the same though. Now this one, our best replay was by Cask, and he's going to do a little bit different. He's doing a logo wee-wee. So if you're not familiar with what that is when you use the balloons on the backside of your go wee-wee attack to take out the defenses. Kind of like I was just explaining at the end of the attack by Cyrus. So what Cask is going to do is he is going to send balloons in on these 2 cannons here to kind of build that funnel right towards the core. Because if you execute your go wee-wee down here, there's a chance that your golems could go around. So what he's going to do is drop those loons first, take out those cannons, and then he can drop his golems. So you drop your golems here. In this case, because he's got 2, right? So they'll immediately go for these free defenses. Plus, they will start drawing the fire from all those archer towers and this cannon. So at that point, you're free to drop your wizards and your witches back here, which I am pretty sure is what he's going to do. He does have he's got a couple of hogs. So he will send those in to knock out these 2 wizard towers, and that will just further that funnel right into the core. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Oops. Get this started. All right, so there you see the loons are down. I'm going to take out those cannons, and this is not a clan castle lure move. All right, so balloons in, balloons are down. He sent the hogs in, took out those 2 wizard towers, excuse me. And now he's got this nice funnel right from the south. Let me pause this. So he's got this nice funnel right into the core. And with the exception of 3 wizards, right? The bulk of his troops are all just going right in the middle, and that is very quickly going to decimate the center of this base. See, he's got a Max P.E.K.K.A. that was in his clan castle, which I think is a really good idea to have on bases that are kind of spread out like this. P.E.K.K.A.s seem to do well. So let's kick it back off again. Jump spell down there for his troops to engage the clan castle and the enemy heroes. You see, he dropped I believe a heal and a rage, one over the top of the other, which is typical practice for engagement of the clan castle troops. So the clan castle troops are down, the heroes are down. He gets that heal spell right over the core. Obviously, he's got those level 3 crossbows in there, and the hidden Teslas are also obviously hitting his troops. So get that heal spell on the core to give your troops some longevity, make them last a little bit longer. Now, I'm going to zoom in on the core here. You see his golems are doing a great job tanking. His P.E.K.K.A. is not taking a single bit of damage from those hidden Teslas, so that is very fortunate. Okay, so like I was said in the last video, at this point, it's a good time to use some balloons as cleanup on the point defenses, and you can see Cask has done just that. Starts at the 2 o'clock position, and then he just kind of moves in a counterclockwise fashion around to those point defenses. I'm going to go ahead and speed it up here because it's obviously all she wrote at this point. So all the defenses are down. Now it's nothing left but the last few seconds of the raid. And very good raid. Very well planned and well executed. So that's just 2 attacks on the turtle. If you're interested in more details on that base, please put them in the comments below. I will try to respond to them. So thanks. See you on the next one.